With Angela, you said, but they was successful in the UK, just the change was to were. It's just a little grammatical error. Now they tried it in the US, and you were talking about when you were giving the summary for Brewdog, now they expanded their operations to the US. I invested or gave some money for activists. I donated. Yeah, I donated some money for some activists, or you can say for some movements even. Yeah. Mihei?
Yeah.
In your 1-minute speech, you said, "I'm telling about the seed. I'm going to share some information about seeds."
Yeah.
Because if you say the seed, then it's just like one specific seed.
Yeah.
And know strong from the various disease from around the circumstance. The seeds, the I guess saving, how'd you call it when they save the seeds, right?
Yeah.
They are prone to crop disease. Prone, Prone, means you are more likely to have something happen. So prone to crop disease, or you can say they're less resistant to crop disease, right? I just wanted to correct your pronunciation a little bit. For farmers, you were saying like you were pronouncing it kind of like palmers, but farmers is yeah. And then you said, I know the crowdfunding, blah blah blah. As far as I know, or as far as I'm aware, is usually how we kind of start a sentence about that. If you say you know about something, then it sounds like. When we say like I know, then it sounds like you're just like I know. Okay, just stop. Just don't tell me. But if you say like if you start off like as far as I know or as far as I'm aware, then you can add to it more easily.
Yeah.
Hajang? Actually, I had like 3 more corrections for you, and I deleted it by accident. Because I didn't turn off my mouse pad, and so I just had 2. Crowdfunding is one thing, but equity crowdfunding is the other. And I know here you're trying to compare to like the differences between them. Crowdfunding is one thing, and if you say, but with equity crowdfunding, you don't really have to say it's the other. You just kind of go into the details about it. So crowdfunding is one thing, but equity crowdfunding is like this, and then you just talk about it and how it's different. So that's how you make the comparison. Next, I think I'm more interested in just crowdfunding, which is fine. But if you're saying you just want to do only crowdfunding itself, then you prefer just, I guess you would have to, in this sense, you would probably have to distinguish crowdfunding between equity crowdfunding. So I would prefer crowdfunding to equity crowdfunding. Yeah, because you're saying just crowdfunding to say the difference. And then Liam? The first time I met this beer, probably had or tasted, right? Because if you met it, it's like, oh, hello, I'm Liam. It's nice to meet you, Guinness. But I mean, I do that daily, so if that's what you meant, it's okay. And then next you said, I watching the Premier League event. I was watching, or as I watched the Premier League, but maybe the Premier League game. Match. Yeah. And then focus on the one anchored brand. And you were talking about with Brewdog, they need to focus on one. I think in this sense, in a business sense, we refer to that as simplify. They need to simplify or minimize. Yeah. So that's what they need to do, is simplify on it. Even like Samsung broke up parts of their group and sold it off so they could simplify and focus on just Samsung Electronics and financial. Yeah, like that. Okay, that's all.